Welcome to a guided meditation for pessimism on declutter the mind. Pessimism is a mental habit where we automatically expect negative outcomes or focus predominantly on the worst case scenarios. And while a degree of caution can be protective, chronic pessimistic thinking patterns can increase stress, reduce motivation, and negatively impact our relationships and overall well being. And so, in today's practice, we're going to use mindful awareness along with some loving kindness techniques to help you observe pessimistic thoughts without being overwhelmed by them and cultivating a more balanced and compassionate perspective. And so, let's begin by finding a comfortable seated position, either sitting or lying down. Allowing our body to settle into position. And take a deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs completely, and then exhaling slowly through the mouth, releasing any tension you may be holding. And now allowing your breath to return to a natural or comfortable pace and gently closing your eyes. And sit here just noticing your natural breath. You don't need to change it or add or subtract anything here. Whatever's comfortable, we're just observing the natural rhythm of breathing in and breathing out. Noticing the sensations of air entering and leaving your body. And as we do this for the next few moments, you may notice your mind immediately jumping to negative thoughts or worries, or to just thoughts in general, and that's completely normal. This is simply the habitual pattern of the mind at work. And so for now, just gently return your attention to the breath whenever you catch the mind wandering. And now bring your awareness to your thoughts. Instead of trying to stop or change them, simply notice what's present in your mind right now. Are there worries of the future, regrets of the past, critical judgments about yourself or others? And then when you notice a pessimistic thought arising, we can practice a simple acknowledgement. I notice I'm having a pessimistic thought, and you don't need to analyze it or make it go away or add a story to it. Just recognize it with this matter of factness. We can call this matter of fact awareness. And so remember that thoughts are mental events that come and go. They are not facts and they are not permanent. Even the most convincing pessimistic thought is just a temporary pattern of mental activity. And so, as you observe these thoughts, notice how they feel in your body. Does pessimistic thinking create tension in your shoulders, a heavy feeling in your chest, a tightness in your stomach? Simply observe these physical sensations without trying to change them for the next few moments. And for a few moments here, let's explore the difference between a realistic assessment and pessimistic thinking. And so, realistic thinking acknowledges potential challenges while remaining open to multiple outcomes, whereas pessimistic thinking assumes the worst outcome is most likely and often ignores other outcomes entirely. And so, for the next few moments, when you notice a pessimistic thought, we can try asking ourselves, is this thought helpful? Is it based on facts or assumptions? Am I considering all possibilities or just the negative ones? And you don't need to have the perfect answers to these questions. The simple act of inquiry creates space between you and the automatic thought pattern. And so let's practice some loving kindness in this moment. Begin by bringing to mind something that you genuinely care about. It could be a loved one, It could be a pet, maybe even a cherished goal or value. And noticing in this moment how it feels to connect with something meaningful to you. Allowing that sense of care and connection to fill your awareness. And we can extend that same quality of care to ourselves. We can recognize that pessimistic thinking often comes from a place of wanting to protect ourselves from disappointment or harm. And so offer yourself some compassion by repeating these phrases in your mind. May I be kind to myself when I'm struggling. May I see clearly without losing hope. May I be open to positive possibilities. May I find balance between caution and optimism. And just sitting here with the phrases that resonate the most with us, allowing the intention behind the words to resonate for the next few moments. And as we prepare to close out this practice, just taking a moment to appreciate the courage it takes to examine your own thinking patterns. It can be really easy to get comfortable with your thoughts or defensive of the way we think. And so, this kind of self awareness is the foundation for a positive change. And so, return your attention to the breath, noticing how your breathing has maybe naturally deepened or slowed during this practice. And before we end, just setting an intention for how we'd like to work with pessimistic thoughts in our daily life. Maybe you'll pause and ask, is this thought helpful? Before getting caught up in the worst case scenarios. Maybe you'll practice the loving kindness phrases when you notice harsh self criticism. Or you might simply remember to take 3 conscious breaths when pessimistic thinking feels overwhelming. And with that, gently open your eyes and notice how you feel. Thanks for sitting, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again for taking the time to practice. If you've enjoyed this practice, please be sure to like and subscribe. You can also join and become a member and receive access to courses and more. Head on over to declutterthemind.com for more and download our free iOS and Android app.